Now, my gig vision has always been to have a pocket computer, science fiction, something which will let me do everything I normally need larger hardware for, but in my pocket. I got close in the 1990s with the Scion palm tops. I got close in the 2000s with the Nokia communicators. This is my beloved E90. And I got close with the Gemini PDA here in the last year or so. Large screen, landscape aspect ratio, usually. Full QWERTY keyboard and lots of bells and whistles. Add in a good browser, some utilities, and in theory, one could manage a company's IT from just your smartphone. From anywhere, even here on the beach perhaps, with a phone that promises all of this and has IP67 dust and waterproofing. Yes, despite the QWERTY keys. And with mil-spec ruggedness. This is the Unihertz Titan, and its spec sheet will surprise you. Bear in mind the form factor, claims and durability there, and bear in mind the price. Just £300. Yet it has 128 gigabytes of storage, 6 gig of RAM, a 1440p super high-res display, a 6,000 milliamp hours. I'll repeat that, 6,000 milliamp hour battery for a week's use on a charger if you're careful. A 3.5mm headphone jack up the top, NFC, Google Pay, dual SIM as standard, Qi charging, I wasn't expecting that, capacitive fingerprint scanner on the front, a notification LED, yay, and a very loud speaker. Here's a demo. Okay, it's not the highest fidelity in the world, but for speakerphone calls, goodness me, that's certainly loud enough. So whoa, this is a lot, an awful lot of value for money, a massive amount. I was in love with this in just a few minutes. The chipset used inside, in case you're wondering, is the MediaTek Helio P60 octa-core chipset. It's not lightning fast, but it's perfectly suited to the use case here and also to prolonging battery life. The cameras here are almost incidental, but the single rear 16 megapixel shooter is, it's okay. I went looking for the exact specs just now, and the only acronym after the resolution is autofocus, which is in itself very slow. It's been a while since a phone took a second to focus. In the Titan's defense, there's also an anti-shake system, so the software waits till the device is relatively motionless, which it is most of the time since it's so heavy, there's a genuine inertia at play. However, away from the IT admin on holiday role, there are, it has to be said, some significant downsides. For a start, this is obviously a bit of a lump in the pocket, over 300 grams in weight, 300 grams. The physical width isn't an issue since you have to accept that in order to get the form factor in the first place, including the really rather splendid QWERTY keyboard. Secondly, and somewhat obviously, the Titan is somewhat rubbish for watching media, so your typical lunchtime Netflix or YouTube sessions. Video plays with a massive UI or a bars top or bottom or both. Hey, it's a square screen, plus the display is LCD, so not a patch on all those rich AMOLED displays we're used to when watching media on other flagships. Thirdly, this could go on, also on the subject of the display, it's not great in the sun. I mean, it's good enough to check your calendar or reply to an email with a bit of squinting and judicious shielding with your body, but try and take photos on the Titan, and it's really hard to see what's being framed. Again, this isn't supposed to be the Titan's strong suit, but it's worth noting. Fourthly, the Titan is back on Android 9 with October 2019 security patches. There's apparently a big bug fix and security update rolling out, but you know the drill with these niche devices from small firms. You can't exactly guarantee a patch schedule, so it's part of the risk you take when buying the Titan. Finally, despite all the toys to play with, the interface never feels cohesive. You have a capacitive touchscreen and home button sensor, but then physical keys for multitasking and back, plus the keyboard itself. So your mind and fingers are constantly jumping between light finger touch and physical depressions, which is jarring. Also, it has been pointed out to me that the reliance on physical navigation controls may well stop the Titan ever being allowed Android 10. Then when typing away, the Shift and Alt keys are up top above the letter keys, and that will take some getting used to. Or you can pick the most likely from the screen suggestions further up still, but then that's capacitive on the screen and still jarring. I know. You make this your primary device, as is Unihertz's intention, you will get used to all these quirks. I can see Titan enthusiasts waxing lyrical about how it's changed their lives, and I'll believe them. But the huge value for money and the huge list of upsides are also balanced by a lengthy list of downsides, as I just went through. You just have to go in with your eyes open. This is the Unihertz Titan. It's totally unique. I totally love it, but totally don't want to use it.